Hey guys, it's your best boxing friends. I'm Kelsey. This is Rachel. Rachel, on Saturday there's a huge UFC card featuring Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal. That's not really important to our show, but what is important is that they're fighting for something called a BMF belt. It's a BMF title. They made this belt up it stands for Bad Mama Jamma, is what it stands for. But not. You know what it stands for. Anyway, and it's just going to happen this one time. I want to get to this, Rachel. If there was first of all, should boxing have a BMF belt? We got every other kind of belt in the world: a pearl belt, silver belt, a gold belt. You get a belt. You get a belt. We got made-up belts like O'Neill belts.
I mean, don't we already? Just because we
I don't
don't
know.
call it that?
But I'm saying that if we had one, let's say we're going to have a BMF title match.
Do you just want a belt with a funnier
BMF,
name?
like a slicker name. Who would fight for it though? That's the question I'm trying to get at. Who is?
So if there were a BMF belt in boxing right now, who would be
pick two guys,
two people fighting for it? Does this belt exist for all weight classes or all of boxing?
Just all about boxing. So you can pick any two guys, and you know what? They're so BMF. They're such bad MFers, if you will, that there's not going to be a weight class. It's just we're going to try the two baddest dudes we can find in boxing, and we're going to make them fight each other. No rules. They're going to fight in our backyard here in Houston, Texas.
I feel like in UFC they're going to weigh in and everything though.
Okay. Oh, they are.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing. That's not about...
Well, if you're saying just taking the belt from UFC and putting it in boxing, I'm just saying, let's not go too far here and say there's no rules for it.
Oh, there's no rules. I'm saying, yeah, there are
rules. We're saying it applies to, it's just two guys. So what two guys who are in the same weight class would fight for a similar belt?
Yeah.
Because they're not really, if they were like at the top of their weight class, they already have the belts. They already have those. So this is like somebody else.
Well, I don't know.
Who hasn't made it to the top?
That would make it too hard, I think. You might think that before we come here to record a show, that we discuss our topics, or even come up with like, well, who are these guys that we're going to reveal? We don't know. We're thinking about it right now on camera. So, and also coming up with the rules on camera. Surprise! Sometimes it's not what happens. But listen, it happened today. Look, I'm just thinking of who are the two baddest dudes in boxing, Rachel? Who's the I don't care about forget all the stuff I said before. Who are the two baddest dudes in boxing? I would say, it's just hard, because I want to say Manny Pacquiao's one, but I'm like, yeah, but Manny Pacquiao 10 years ago was one, right? I mean, he's old
right,
now.
It's like hindsight gives me better vision.
Yeah.
So like, in hindsight, years ago, yeah, like you'd say Pacquiao. You could say Golovkin years ago. You could say Kovalev years ago.
Yeah.
Like, I could have like all these names, but I feel like, right now, also I have a terrible memory, so it's really hard for me to like pull up like people right now, especially if they're not like super well known. So I'm trying to think of somebody who, like the people I just mentioned, like falls in that category.
Yeah.
Who's like a prime Golovkin, Pacquiao, Kovalev, like.
I mean,
right.
Yeah, because when I think about, here's a BMF, Canelo Alvarez, but he doesn't fight in the way that BMF guy fights, right? Canelo Alvarez is a counterpuncher. I mean, he's a brave counterpuncher. He's a guy who fights people. You know what? Maybe it's Sean Porter. It's my boy Sean Porter. Sean Porter's one of them. He'd fight for the BMF title because Sean Porter, I mean, the way he fights and how he fights, and even that he's able to compete at such a high level, given the just tenacity that he has to fight with and emotion almost, it seems like, in the ring in an aggressive manner where he's throwing everything in the kitchen sink. Sean Porter's definitely one of the people fighting for the BMF belt. So now we just need to come up with another guy. I feel like pretty proud of coming up with Sean Porter on the spot like this. I try to put myself on the spot.
You say on the spot. You've had a little more time to think about this than I have.
Well, yeah. In the 10 seconds we walked up the stairs. Said we didn't have a topic, so this is what I came up with when we were walking up the stairs.
Okay.
So Sean Porter's definitely one of them.
All right. Well, who would be the other one then? Maybe you people watching this. Maybe you have some ideas.
Yeah, maybe. You know what? Obviously, guys.
Like, I'm trying to think. Like, okay, not heavyweight.
Why can't it be a heavyweight?
Well, I'm just saying I can't think of anybody in the heavyweight division that this would apply to.
Yeah,
like, who would it apply to? Like, it doesn't apply. So, like, then Usyk's up to heavyweight, out of cruiserweight. I don't really know anybody else in the cruiserweight. So, World Boxing Super Series introduced me to Usyk. I don't know anybody else.
Yeah, and don't act like, unless you're a hardcore boxing fan, you don't follow cruiserweights either. That's why they could put that cruiserweight tournament together with all the champions in it.
And then we have light heavyweight. Trying to think. I don't know. I keep thinking of guys. I'm like, well, they're really skilled, and so a skilled thing isn't what we're really going here for this belt. Not that Sean Porter's not skilled, but I just mean kind of like it's styles. If you're like a brawling kind of style type of thing, like Ward Gotti would have won.
Obviously, we already had our BMF belt a long time ago, and we had a trilogy with Arturo.
Yeah, you could have picked,
or if you
Barrera,
had
Morales, Marquez.
Miguel Berchelt fights this weekend. And he embodies a little of that to me. He's a 130-pound champion. Man, this guy's fun to watch fight. And he throws punches in bunches, to use that nomenclature. But he really does. And he's really, I think that I wanted to write about him for one of the websites I write for, because he doesn't get enough press for how good a champion he's been. It's his 6th defense this weekend. And, man, that guy, part of what makes him so, lovable is how he fights. He's a mostly pure offensive fighter, and he also tends to leave his head in one place. Love that. Love seeing that. The problem he would have in fighting Sean Porter's a lot bigger than him.
Yeah. So we were, What about, these guys are smaller, but Prograis Taylor, either of those guys, after just seeing them fight, I feel like they fit this category.
All right, we're going to go out with that. You know what? Yeah, you're
guys,
right.
Here it
we
is.
already have those guys, and we just saw them fight.
For Sean Porter. Otherwise, we just picked Prograis Taylor, and they just fought.
But to their credit, they both really did show that kind of spirit. It was a BMF World Boxing Super Series final that we got to see.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we got to see it. I'm glad that you got to see this episode. Which probably not our best episode, I'll be honest with you. But thanks for coming out and hanging out with us anyway.
Yeah.
If you want to come back tomorrow, definitely. Tomorrow's show will be better.
Yeah. Like, comment, and subscribe for tomorrow's show.
Yeah.